Hey, how's it going? This is Josh from Tech with Josh, and this is episode number 27, Tech with Josh, titled Clicks Communicator. What is the Clicks Communicator? It's a new phone that's coming out that was recently announced in CES by Mr. Mobile Michael Fisher. It's not sponsored, even though I've met him before, gone to one of his events here in New York. Cool guy, been watching him for many years. We have a similar background. We both work desperate. So, what is the Clicks Communicator? It's a phone, but it's one of those phones that keeps you from using your phone. What do I mean by that? Well, we all have been there. We start doom scrolling on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you name it, we've done it. So it's a communicator. It's meant to be a secondary device that when you want to get away and detox from the digital being that is known as the internet, you pop your SIM in here and you use it as your phone. It's basically just to get messages, has a couple apps on it, but the main thing is it has a keyboard. So Clicks as a brand was known to make cases for the iPhone that has like a BlackBerry style keyboard, a full keyboard that's very tactical, things like that, to reminisce like a BlackBerry, as I mentioned already. But they started on the iPhone, they put it for certain phones. They launched two products or announced two products in CES, one being a universal keyboard that's MagSafe and Bluetooth. So you can use it as a power bank on your phone, but it works on any phone that has magnets on the back. Or you get one of those magnet stickers put on the back of phone, connect it. You can use it on your Apple TV, but it lets you use it on your devices. But the communicator is built for those, they mentioned, for people who have two phones, because there are phones already for that, but they're not that great. They have phones that have modes that you can flip a switch and it goes to basic things like calls, messages, nothing fancy, no apps. But the problem is you could turn it back on. This device fits in your pocket. It makes you want to type because of the keyboard. Does have a touchscreen, does have a couple cool features on it. But let me give you the specs. A 3.5 millimeter wired audio jack, a headphone jack, which is a big feature in 2026. Has the regular Wi-Fi, ABG, and ACAS. So Wi-Fi 6, 4,000 milliamp silicon carbon battery, which is huge because if you're new here, silicon carbon is a solid state battery. So when punctured, when cut, it won't explode like a lithium ion would. And it fits in a smaller footprint, and that's what like the OnePlus new version uses, the OnePlus 15. That's what a lot of the Oppos, the Xiaomi phones, Huawei are using, right? The lithium ion, and it gives you more space to fit a larger battery, which is a lot why a lot of these phones from China have much larger batteries and can charge faster. It has Q2 wireless charger, MagSafe compatible, USB-C port, 5G, 4G, all of the bands basically. 4-inch screen. It's a small phone, as I mentioned. Android 16 and 256 on board. Micro SD card up to 2 terabytes. Camera, if you're going to use it, 50 megapixel. Optically image stabilization. And 24 in the front. Who cares about that? You're not going to use it for that. And the size and weight is 130 millimeters by 78 by 12, by 170 grams. So the main thing about the Clicks is to get you offline. It has certain apps on there like Telegram, Signal, Slack, your email client, but as I mentioned, it's just that. And you can have what's called a signal LED. So back in the day, we had notification lights on the phone, like a BlackBerry had a notification light like blue, green, red. Then there was certain apps that you can actually tweak it a bit. So based on the notification, it'll tell you what kind of notification it is to know if it's worth your time. Like right now, you have always on display, so you tap your phone, then you got scroll. But having this light is great. So with Samsung phones, you have a good lock, and I have it set up like if I have a WhatsApp message, the border of my phone turns green. And then if I have an email, I can do blue, stuff like that. This puts it on the power button, around the power button on the right hand side. It lights up, so you can have it set. If your mother's calling you, you can have a certain color. If you're getting a Telegram message, certain color. WhatsApp, different color. If you're getting a message from your boss, different color. So that's the thing. You have those communications known. You have it on the desk, face down. You're at dinner, but you're waiting for important message on from your boss. Let's say. Guess what? If it's face down, facing you, you see a light. You can turn around, no matter what orientation. As long as you can see the button, you see who it is. It does have voice input as well because it is a mobile device. So you can do voice to speech, but the main thing is to get your digital detox. And I honestly think this is a great device. Me personally, I wouldn't use it. I'm on my phone constantly. I know that for a fact. And I have multiple devices at one time. But for those who have a family but still need to get in contact with certain things, this will be a great device. Like if you go Mr. Mobile's YouTube channel, you'll see he's tried out certain devices before and they feel like not phones. What do I mean by that? It's so limiting with what it can do with like booking an Uber, stuff like that, that he had to use a tablet. So he had to use the device as a hotspot. So because he's tried out these devices, I feel like he can make this work. Because he couldn't even get a ticket to the ferry because he couldn't use the site. On the phone, it didn't work on the screen, it was too small, wasn't really there. And right now, it does have an early bird special if you did want to buy it. You could save up to $200 off and unlock special bonuses. At the time of recording, there's 46 days left to it. Reserve it before February 27th. And like I said, it's a good device. And it's something that some people need. Because I'm addicted to my phone. I'm addicted to technology. Hence why Tek With Josh exists. But I know when to stop using it. And for that, I don't really communicate through all that. I prefer calling people to this day. So keyboard is nice. If I want a keyboard, I just get the clicks keyboard. But honestly, I just want to touch upon this device because it's a cool device. And if you were to go and pick one up, it's $3.99, so it's $100 off. And you get 2 free back covers, which is $100 in value. So that's how they say $200 off. But take a look at it. Go to clicks.tech, CLICKS.TECH. I'm not sponsored, as I mentioned. Met him before in real life. Cool guy. Great videos. Definitely recommend check out Mr. Mobile on YouTube or Captain Two Phones on basically all social platforms. That's it for this episode of Tek With Josh. And if you liked it, thank you. If not, listen to the back catalog or stay tuned because I have some great episodes. And Apple just announced they're going to use Google Gemini on Siri. Maybe I'll talk about that next week. Or maybe I do a blog post. Check out booksbyjosh.com under the tech site to see my blog post. Catch you guys in that next one. See ya.